All right, students, you help me. Where did I stop last time? हमने last time कौन सा answer complete किया है? I think manifestation of resistance was already completed. Correct? No? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me every point. Point number 1 क्या था? Come on.
Unexplained physical illness.
Okay, which means employees deliberately office से exit करने के लिए they are showing some unexplained physical illness, headache hai, muscle ache hai, like that, and not reporting to the office. Then point number 2 was
Absenteeism.
yes, okay, which means that employees are reporting late, leaving early, or not even coming to the office at that. Okay, and then third one was, come on.
Breakdown in constructive communication.
Okay, which means employees को direction समझ में आ गया है, फिर भी they are behaving as if they are directionless. Okay, all these are the symptoms of resistance. उसके बाद next point was, come on.
Low productivity.
Very good, Kausar. Low productivity यानी employees may appear to work harder, लेकिन overall their productivity is not up to the mark. Okay, they are possibly slowed down in their working pattern. And then we have seen next point, which was, come on.
Lack of morale and motivation.
Okay, people become very lethargic and distant. They are unwilling to undertake new projects or responsibilities. Okay, there is poor morale in them. Okay, poor motivation. I think उसके बाद में और भी 3 points थे which we have also completed. Delay in submission of assignment,
Yes,
withdrawal,
ma'am.
and encourage formation of labor unions. Okay, so today we will start with a new answer. And as I just said you, your class, apart from the classmates, you also have your seniors who are present in the session. You want, you can greet them good morning or hi, hello, कुछ बोलना है तो बोल सकते हो. They are from third year banking and insurance. So we welcome on behalf of BMS department, I, Rishita, who is the coordinator of the department, want to welcome all the BBI students to attend this session and to gain a perspective about how BMS lectures are happening. So the next answer that we are starting is minimizing resistance to change. I'm sharing the screen, okay, and you tell me if the screen is visible or not. Okay, students?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I hope this screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So we start with a new answer, which is minimizing resistance to change. Okay. So let us begin from here. Meg, beta read karoge?
Yes, ma'am. From beginning now.
Yes, from the beginning.
Minimizing resistance to change. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of unknown. Change is often necessary despite the resistance that might arise. During downsizing, firms can minimize resistance by communicating the need for new strategies, treating people who are let go with respect and kindness, letting key people know that the firm and the people will be around for a long time.
Okay, so we will start with the strategies, but first let us understand the meaning. So the introductory paragraph, very beautifully written in the first sentence, कि सबसे oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. Okay, students, we have so many emotions with us: happiness, anxiety, sadness, we are upset, sometimes we are overwhelmed, है ना? हमारे पास mix of emotions होते हैं, लेकिन सबसे strongest emotion क्या है? वो है fear. Okay, nobody likes to fear. आपको अच्छा लगता है क्या डरना? And this is one of the strongest emotion which people want to run away from, right? तो हम सबका अलग अलग fear होता है. कुछ लोग डरते हैं मैथमेटिक्स से, कुछ लोग लेक्चर्स से डरते हैं, कुछ लोग इंटरेक्शन करने से डरते हैं, कुछ लोग कम्युनिकेशन करने से डरते हैं, कुछ लोग कंप्यूटर्स से डरते हैं, है ना? कुछ लोग सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पे प्रेजेंट रहने से डरते हैं. सो देयर आर सो मेनी फियर दैट वी माइट हैव, ओके लेकिन वो फियर में से अगेन नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस क्या बोल रहा है, स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट काइंड ऑफ फियर कौन सा होता है, फियर ऑफ अननोन, यानी कि जब आपको कोई चीज नहीं पता, okay, that becomes even extremely dangerous, right? So change is often something which is constant. Okay, this is what we have studied in the previous chapter कि change तो पक्का होने वाला है, correct? तो अभी resistance जो हो रहा है उसे हमें minimize करना है, that means reduce करना है. Students, look at the topic minimizing, which means one thing is very sure, you cannot completely remove change, resistance, I'm sorry, you cannot completely remove resistance, लेकिन आप minimize तो उसे definitely कर सकते हो. How can you do that? By being kind to your people, by being communicative to them, and सबसे important, making them feel secure that the company is going to be there with them, okay, for a long time. Let us start with the strategies, okay, to minimize the resistance. I hope there is no difficulty till here, students.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right, आप लोग कुछ strategies बता सकते हो क्या, how to minimize changes? So sorry, I'm again and again using the word changes. Minimize resistance. What can you do to minimize resistance? I think yesterday also we have discussed this.
To communicate with the employees and give them
Okay.
motivation.
Very nice, Mehak. To communicate with them and keep some motivation sessions. All right, and what else can be done to minimize? Come on, others also, you all can also reply. I'm expecting answers from Kausar, Aditya, Faran, Sejal. और क्या कर सकते हो to minimize resistance?
To give them training.
Okay, very nice. You can give them training, all right, so that they understand how to do the new work, and you can definitely minimize resistance. And what else can be done, students? और क्या कर सकते हो आप resistance को minimize करने के लिए? Give them a reality
To
check, no?
give the knowledge about goals.
Okay, Aditya, to give them knowledge about
Goals, ma'am, goals and achievements.
okay, goals and all right. So with the help of interaction, you can definitely make your employees aware about the need for new changes and the new goals. All right, very nice. Give them a reality check, no, that change is important and the only thing which is constant, and accept the changes because that's how the company is going to grow. Now let us see आपका टेक्स्ट बुक क्या किस तरीके की strategies frame कर रहा है. Point number 1 is honest and frequent communication. All right, Mehak.
Top management should adopt an honest and frequent communication as the highest priority and strategy for restructuring the organization change. If the new general manager brought in several of his former managers from previous company because of the higher academic qualifications and fit working style, the general manager must make public the reason for the same. Ma'am, should I continue?
Yes, you can continue.
Communication can be done by arranging for face-to-face meetings with the staff. Communication also can reduce the fear of unknown in terms of their job security and opportunities or career advancement.
Okay, I think point number 1 is a very beautiful strategy. Be very honest with your employees. Okay, this is what it is trying to highlight. And communicate. Okay, very important. See, what happens is ये जो बैरियर होता है ना और ये जो गैप होता है ना एम्प्लॉयर और एम्प्लॉइज के बीच में, इट राइजेस मेजरली बिकॉज ऑफ पुअर कम्युनिकेशन और बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. So please have honest communication with your employees. Now your textbook is giving one beautiful example कि अगर कोई जनरल मैनेजर रिप्लेस हो गया है, उनके बदले किसी दूसरे डायनामिक पर्सनालिटी को हायर किया है कंपनी ने, तो आपको है ना एम्प्लॉयज को बिठाकर, सी सेकेंड पैराग्राफ में बोला है, फेस टू फेस समझाना होगा कि why this is done, okay, for what reason this decision has been taken. Okay, you have to have face to face meeting. Okay, communication will help to reduce the fear in your employees. Okay, see, अभी वो resist क्यों कर रहे थे, उनके अंदर fear था. अगर आप communicate करोगे automatically वो fear कैसा होगा, reduce हो जाएगा. Okay, and then tell them that this the company is very keen to give you job security, and we will be there over here to give you opportunities and career advancement. But then this change of general manager, this replacement of general manager was a need of an hour. मतलब ये बहुत जरूरी डिसीजन था, नए डायनामिक मैनेजर का आना, ताकि नए आइडियाज आए. ओके, ओल्ड जनरल मैनेजर जो थे उनका एक अलग कंडक्ट था, अलग प्रैक्टिसेस था, जिसकी वजह से कंपनी को कुछ सफिशिएंट या फिर उतना रिटर्न्स नहीं मिल रहा था जो कंपनी एक्सपेक्ट कर रही थी. ओके, तो आप अपने एम्प्लॉयज को बताओ, दिस न्यू जनरल मैनेजर विल कम विद न्यू आइडियाज, विल have some dynamic working style, and definitely the company is going to grow. फिर आप एक्सप्लेन करो एम्प्लॉयज को, आपको किस कंपनी का पार्ट बनना है, ग्रोइंग कंपनी का पार्ट बनना है या फिर स्टैग्नेंट कंपनी में ही रहना है. रिमेंबर, कंपनी ग्रो होगी तो आप भी ग्रो होंगे, है ना. तो अंडरस्टैंड दिस रिप्लेसमेंट इज फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज एज वेल एज फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अगर कंपनी ग्रो होगी तो हम आपको बहुत अच्छा करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज दे पाएंगे, आपके सैलरी में हाइक कर पाएंगे. करेक्ट, we will be in a position to give you incentives, we will be in a position to give you training. That all depends if the company grows. Okay, and this replacement of general managers is one of the reason that the company is looking up for growth. I hope the answer is very simple to understand. क्या study कर रहे हो आप students?
Minimizing resistance to
Minimizing
change.
resisting to change.
Okay, and उसमें आपने क्या complete किया? Point number 1, which is honest and frequent communication.
Communication.
Any
Communication.
difficulty till here? Okay, very
No, ma'am.
nice.
No, ma'am.
All
No, ma'am.
right. आपका टेक्स्ट बुक ने एग्जाम्पल भी दे दिया है. ओके, सो दैट यू हैव मोर क्लैरिटी कि आपका टेक्स्ट बुक बोल रहा है नया जनरल मैनेजर अपॉइंट करते हैं, एंड दिस इज विद द इंटेंशन दैट मे बी द न्यू जनरल मैनेजर विल कम विद न्यू आइडियाज, new thought process, new way of working, which is going to be very helpful. Okay, so but then communicate करो employees को कि किस कारण से आपने उन्हें hire किया है. कि the more you communicate, उनका fear automatically उतना reduce होते जाएगा. Moving on to point number 2, which is continuous action learning. Okay,
Learning is an important process in the change initiative because employees need to new knowledge and skills to fit in the organization's new requirement and new products. Learning can be time consuming, but it helps employee to break old routines by learning new role patterns.
yes, I think in one way, if you want to minimize the resistance, is to make your employees engaged in productive activities. Okay, उन्हें ऐसे occupy करो कि वो learning process में engross हो जाए. Okay, and then they will understand that these changes are brought for some meaningful purposes, और हम जो नए तरीके से काम कर रहे हैं, नया नॉलेज हमें आ रहा है, न्यू स्किल्स हमारे अंदर आ रहे हैं, दिस इज एक्सट्रीमली हेल्पफुल फॉर माय ओन करियर डेवलपमेंट. कोई भी एम्प्लॉय ऐसा नहीं चाहेगा कि उसके स्किल्स, उसका नॉलेज आउटडेटेड ही रहे. दे ऑल्सो वांट टू बी इनोवेटिव ना. सो ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव टू मेक श्योर कि आप है ना उन्हें कॉन्टिन्यूअस एक्शन लर्निंग में एनग्रॉस रखो, वेयर दे आर learning to come up with new products. Okay, and is trying to fit in the company's new requirements. Okay, definitely students, learning is a time consuming process, needless to tell this, but definitely इससे क्या होगा, employees को एक idea आएगा how to break the chain. जो old method था, old routine था, उसमें क्या loopholes थे, और नए मेथड में क्या सीखने मिल रहा है. ओके, और नए मेथड में नया जो सीख रहे हैं हम, उससे डेफिनेटली हमारा पर्सनल बेनिफिट भी है, पर्सनल ग्रोथ भी है, राइट, करियर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, है ना. सो कंटिन्यूअस action learning is something which can definitely help you to minimize the resistance to change. Students, कंपनी बोलकर नहीं कर सकती है, कंपनी को एक्शंस में लाना होगा. I cannot say stay busy with productive things. तो आप you might waste a lot of time ना. मुझे आपको busy रखने के लिए आपको कुछ ना कुछ एक्टिविटी देते रहना होगा, राइट? तो वैसे ही कंपनी को भी एम्प्लॉयज को प्रोडक्टिवली बिजी रखने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ करना होगा, so that you know the employees are learning new things and gaining new knowledge. Moving on to next point, which is involve employees in the change program. All right, Mehak.
It is the wrong to institute a program of change in the form of centralization and can be considered authoritative without seeking consent from the lower level employees. Employees have to be involved in the change process because by doing that, they will personally feel responsible for the success of the change effort. It also minimizes the problem of saving face or fear of the unknown.
Okay, I think involve your employees ये तो एक पुराना strategy हमने पहले भी सीखा था, that if you involve your employees in the change program, okay, they will become more involved, they will become more acceptance आ जाएगा उनके अंदर. And then if you're involving people, तो आप authoritative sound नहीं करेंगे. Remember one thing, students, कोई भी चीज अगर आप announce करते हो, instruct करते हो, that is more of authoritative. Okay, that people will not like it. It is a centralized way of working, outdated method. पुरानी companies, छोटी companies, traditional companies ऐसा करती है. Modern companies, large organizations, they do not do this. Okay, they involve their people, especially people who are at the lower level. Okay, उनका consent लो. Consent यानी क्या? उनसे पूछो कि हम ये change program implement कर रहे हैं, आपका views क्या है इसके अंदर? Okay, how can we improvise this? How can we enhance the change program? Automatically आपके employees ना आपको अच्छे suggestions भी देंगे, and at the same time उनको खुद को लगेगा कि efforts डाल रहे हैं, कुछ successful हो रहा है. Okay, और वो जो fear है ना, धीरे धीरे that will be gone. Okay, so this is referred to as involving your people in the change program. I hope there is no difficulty till here.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
most of them are quite repetitive. हमारे previous answer में जो हमने strategies learn किया था वैसे ही sound कर रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा और elaborated examples है. Point number 1 was honest and continuous communication. Point number 2 is continuous action learning, and point number 3 is involve your people in the change program. We will take point number 4 and then maybe we stop. That is introduce stress management. आप में से किसी को stress होता है क्या? नहीं? None of you?
Yes.
होता है ना? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What about
Yes, ma'am.
stress? होता है नहीं?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
डिग्री ऑफ स्ट्रेस डिफर करेगा. किसी को बहुत थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेस होगा, किसी को बहुत स्ट्रेस होगा, राइट? डिग्री ऑफ स्ट्रेस माइट डिफर, बट डेफिनेटली स्ट्रेस इज इनएविटेबल. ऐसा है ही नहीं कि हमें स्ट्रेस नहीं होता. ओके, सो एम्प्लॉयज को है ना ये चेंज के लिए बहुत स्ट्रेस रहने वाला है. ओके, तो आप ये स्ट्रैटेजी इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो, विच इज इंट्रोड्यूसिंग स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट. ओके महक.
There will be a lot of stress felt by the company's employees after the change effort. It is a stressful experience because it threatens self-esteem and creates uncertainty about the future. The top management, in particular human resource department, has to introduce stress management practice to help employees cope with the changes.
Three students, new changes, anxieties, tension, stress, ये सब तो employee के अंदर होगा ही, especially because employees thinking कि भाई ये changes के वजह से मेरी job ना चली जाए, है ना? There will be a lot of uncertainty about the future. आगे जाके मेरा क्या होगा? Okay, this kind of thoughts are going to cross the mind of your employees. Okay, the top management and especially human resource department, okay, should introduce something called as stress management. Okay, that will help the employees to release their stress. अच्छा, आप stress management कैसे कर सकते हो? How what can be done to remove the stress? उनको पिकनिक लेके जा सकते हैं, करेक्ट ना? yes or no? लंच पार्टी दे सकते हो, और
Play the sports.
हाँ, स्पोर्ट्स, वेरी नाइस. ओके, आप बताइए और क्या कर सकते हो स्ट्रेस रिड्यूस करने के लिए? कम ऑन.
Conducting events
Ah, very nice. You can conduct events and
Cooking.
sorry, come on. और क्या किया
Sit
जा
and talk
सकता
with
है?
employees.
Ah, very nice. Sit and talk regular, मतलब normal बातें.
Yes,
Sit
yes,
and talk
normal.
should not be. Mummy, exit. Sit and talk should not be about talking, you know, related to business or their work. Sit and talk to them general. Okay, कैसे हो, क्या हो, घर में कैसा चल रहा है, what are your kids doing? Okay, all this can be done. Sit and talk. और और क्या कर सकते हैं? अच्छा, ये कैसे रिलीज कर रहा है स्ट्रेस? सिट एंड टॉक, नॉर्मल, यू नो, सिट एंड टॉक. आई थिंक एम्प्लॉयज वुड बी वेरी हैप्पी ना कि भाई बॉस मेरे साथ में बैठ के मेरे बच्चों के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, मेरे घर के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, मेरे पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं. ऑटोमेटिकली एम्प्लॉय वुड फील बेटर. Okay, remember one thing, the more you connect to your people, the more they become happy. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा if my boss is, you know, asking about the whereabouts, मेरे घर के लोगों के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, तो I would feel very nice. Okay, this is like, you know, oh, my boss is removing time for all these things, so that would definitely make me happy. किसी ने तो चैट बॉक्स में डाला है पिकनिक लेके जाइए. yes, आप एम्प्लॉयज के लिए पिकनिक अरेंज कर सकते हो ताकि वो थोड़ा enjoyable moment you know spend करे. फिर आप you know, you can make them understand that the company is caring about them. Okay, anything else that comes to your mind? That's it. मैंने आप लोग को सिखाया था ना, रिक्रिएशनल एक्टिविटीज कंपनी के अंदर जिम रख सकते हो, टेबल टेनिस रख सकते हो, ऑफर मेंटल एंड फिजिकल बेनिफिट्स. ओके, वेरी नाइस, बट आई एम नॉट एबल टू रीड टू चेंज माय screen. Offer mental and physical health benefits. Very nice, Kausar. Yes, you can do something which will keep your employees mentally and physically healthy. जैसे कि मैं अभी just बोल रही थी, जिम फैसिलिटी इंट्रोड्यूस करो, कंपनी के अंदर टेबल टेनिस रखो, कैरम बोर्ड रखो, ऐसा कुछ जिस जो एम्प्लॉय है ना, काम करते करते जब बहुत स्ट्रेस हो रहा है तो वो थोड़े टाइम के लिए ब्रेक ले ले and go there and then come back refreshed. Okay, so you can do all these things, okay, so that you can minimize the resistance. It's all an emotional connect with your people. Okay, you are supporting them emotionally so that they understand that, you know, उनका स्ट्रेस कंपनी एक्नॉलेज कर रही है, कंपनी बिल्कुल एक्सेप्ट कर रही है कि एम्प्लॉयज चेंजेस की वजह से स्ट्रेस में है. एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई एज अ कंपनी आई एम बिहेविंग वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल and I am doing something called as stress management. तो वो करके आप employees के closer जा सकते हो. The more close you are to your people, the more you know you will be in a position to minimize their resistance. Okay, once your employee is getting that confidence from you, okay, employee would automatically accept the changes. Any difficulty in the answer, students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
वेरी सिंपल ना. 4 पॉइंट्स हमने स्टडी किया है.
Yes,
4
ma'am.
पॉइंट्स में आप मुझे बताएंगे क्या
Yes,
क्या
ma'am.
पॉइंट है. ओके, ऑल राइट, बताइए फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या था. कम ऑन.
Honest and frequent.
Honest and
Okay, very nice. That means you should be very honest to your employees. Why are you introducing changes? And please keep constant communication, which is very important. The more you communicate, the more you will be in a position to get closer to your employees. Then point number 2 was, come on.
continuous action learning.
Continuous
Okay,
action learning.
which means keep your employees engaged in productive learning. Okay, so that they understand कि ये मुझे ये नया knowledge और नया skills पुराने काम के लिए थोड़ी ना चाहिए. ये नया knowledge और नया skills मुझे नए काम के लिए चाहिए, which means I should accept changes. So this is how the employee will start, you know, introspecting. So yes, continuous action learning. Then point number 3 was, come on.
Involve
Involve
employees in the change
Involve
program.
employees in the change
Yes.
program.
That's a very beautiful point, that you should not be authoritative. Okay, you should involve your people, especially people at the lower level. Okay, they would be very happy to be a part of, you know, a suggestion committee giving you some suggestions and advices. The more you involve your people, the more you will be in a position to remove their fear. And point number 4 जो हमने study किया था, come on.
Introduce
Introduce
stress management.
stress management.
You should do something about stress management because your employees right now are in the stressful situation, okay, and because they are worried with the new changes, unka job security ko lekar, there are many things that is coming onto their mind. So with stress management strategy, you can definitely help your employees, to manage their stress and accept the changes with all happiness. All right, students, I think we will proceed with the remaining points in the next lecture. I hope there is no difficulty in this answer. And okay, and I hope TY, BBI students who are there in the session are also gaining a new perspective. Okay, that this is how we regularly conduct our lectures in BMS, where our students are constantly replying, constantly saying a yes or a no, constantly giving answers. Okay, even if they are wrong, okay, I rectify them, but they do answer. This is the best part. Okay, so I hope going forward in your lectures, I will have the same experience like what I'm having right now. All right, students, you all have a nice day ahead. Any questions to me?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
Alright.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. So you all have a nice day ahead. Take care of yourself, and we meet
Thank you,
soon in
ma'am.
the next class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most
Take
ma'am.
care.
welcome.